again. It's something for me this week. Weihrauch HW97K carbine. Lovely build. Wonderful engineering on it. Now, I've shot them before, and I've noticed them in the past. They've been around for a while. As I understand it, this were Weihrauch's answer to Air Arms' XT200, because that took over from kind of the 77, as I remember it, some years ago. Spring piston. Yes, quite nice. Lovely ergonomics. I mean, I've put this on because I called in at the shop. This is one of the springers on the list, what I've got that I'd like to review. And they literally just got it in. And the person who had it, they can't have done much shooting with it because they didn't have it very long at all. You're talking weeks. And they went and got a PCP. They found it easier. So, but they still changed out the black Japan screws, hexagons, for stainless. So obviously, some people do that, change them out for stainless. It's not affected it. If anything, it's enhanced it, 'cause it's not going to rust if you have it out in the field. So yeah, they're 101.5 centimetres roughly, or 40-inch long. Not a lot of weight to them. Right, I think they're 4 kilo, just over 4 kilo, which is about £8 10 ounce, £8 for 12 ounce, something like that. And yeah, it's lovely balancing, lovely checkering, and it's the weight of shoulders. Obviously, I've got this tucked back because you got 3 ballistic pillars in there, or recesses, holes. Not a lot of them give you that choice, 3 of them. So like I say, engineering spot on with it. So what we're dealing with, nice, soft-ish, it's almost like a silicone rubber butt pad, but certainly functional. It's not adjustable, it's screwed on, it's not glued on, seems alright. Ambidextrous, nice cheek plate on there. Lovely shape to it, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the beach stock, this one. And to be honest with you, it's absolutely mint, there's not a mark on it. And it feels like a brand new gun, looks like a brand new gun. So you reach, butt pad, centre of the grip, 30 centimetres or 12-inch foot. Yeah, easy enough for people with long arms, easy enough for likes of me, shorter arms. Just in front of that, you've got the automatic safety. So when you leave it all the way down, the anti-bear trap kicks in and puts it on safe at the same time. So it's reasonably safe, but obviously keep hold of it once you've cocked it to load it in. Safety first, innit? I've been guilty of it in my past, other people have. You know, not holding the barrel and what have you. And it's not a very good habit really, safety-wise, because it only takes that once when you've got your thumb in there, thumbing that pellet in. And I've seen it happen with a brake barrel, the tip of someone's finger coming off. And that was back in 1979. You know, you learn. So yeah, automatic safety. Below that, real nice sturdy metal trigger guard. Couple of screws in there for mounting the stock along with those two, because you've got a record trigger in there. That came about, I believe, on the HK35. They started using the record trigger. It is adjustable from there, but there's 3 adjustment screws in there. Normally, if you want to finely tune it to you for whatever you're using it for, stock's got to come off, and it's in there. It's on its own block. You can take it off. Like I say, the checkering's bloody lovely, blooming marvellous it is. Almost like a basketry, and can't work out if it's laser etched or if it's machined. It's probably the earlier laser etched. It's got the logo in there. Yeah, nice stock, that, very nice stock. The bluing on here, it's really good quality. All the bluing's quite phenomenal. You've got the model and the caliber there in front of the pellet port. Pellet port opens when you cock it. Yeah, quite impressive. The barrel is 11 inch or just over 11.5 inch, which is about 28.5 centimetres, something like that. And that's more of a weight on the end. Although you can get adapter kits, so that's 7mm there. Get adapter kits, put an 1/2 inch UNF on there. There is a few companies out there doing it. Yeah, it's lovely, this Monte Carlo style stop. And noise wise, it's around about 79-80 decibels, so it don't make an awful lot of noise, to be honest with you. But me personally, if I were going to use it for hunting, which is what it strikes me as being predominantly designed for, as well as field target and what have you. I know people use them for that in 177. This is 2.2. So, yeah, it's more of a barrel weight. It's going to stop your barrel flipping it. And to cock it, you've got the button on the end. That releases your lever, and that comes all the way down. And I'm not going to cock it because I'm not going to put a pellet in it, but everything's so definite on it. Everything's so functional on it. They knew what they were doing when they built this, and it speaks for itself because it's still around now, and it's still one of the higher end sort of springers, really. You know, you got your gas rams out there and what have you. Yeah, fair enough. That Dyna 54, that were different. Bit of oldish technology. Other guns have used it. That can't be used for hunting. There's no way. You can, but you're not going to do very well. Whereas with this, I think you get away with a hell of a lot with it. You know, we'll soon see. I do know the people that are quite comfortable getting rabbits at 40 and 50 metres. So I'll probably take it out to 50 metres if I can, but definitely doing the 25 metres. I don't think I've missed anything to tell you. If I have, put it in the comments. I'm going to be using the JSB Exact Jumbo RS. They're the 13.43s. Because we've tried the Acapel. They were all right. We've tried the Premiers. And, you know, they weren't bad. But it seemed that the JSBs, you know, it seemed to like them. And I've heard that they like other brands as well. So it's all down to research, personal research, you know what I mean? But H&N's apparently do well. Field target trophy, field target trophy, innit? So, yeah, let's get it on the range here at dRange. We'll give it some 25s, and then I'll decide how far out to take it. I will have a go at 50, but I'll see if I do it credit. If I'm not going to do it any credit, then it's unfair to the gun, really, because it's never down to the gun, is it? It's always down to us if it's a crap target. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Cheers. Hey-o. Right, 25 metres, the HW97K. I think I've zeroed it up. I'll be offset, obviously, to the bull. I need to keep my point of aim. This is on here, as you're aware. 6x24x50 front parallax. It's good enough for this. It's all set up inside the ballistic posts. So here we go. I'll go for the centre to start with, see how I get on. Automatic safety, and I'll put a few into each one. Obviously it's going to take a little bit longer with this, because it's not a PCP. Quite impressed with the build on it. Quite amazing, the engineering on them. It's pretty clear that these are built more for hunting. And obviously they do well with target shooting, and I'm very sure that those that own them, they'll be stacking them at 25 metres. I'm running it on the JSB RS, which are a little bit lighter. Yeah, they're 13.43 grain. I did try the Acapels, and they're 14.3 grain, and I also tried the Premiers. Reasonable, but the hollow points more for hunting, but they weren't grouping very well at all. And even though it's got a bear trap, anti-bear trap in there, I still prefer to keep hold of that lever. One more at the centre. Now it's a 60mm splat, so for me that's a rabbit's head. So it looks like you're going to be getting pretty clear kills. Let's go for the bottom right. It's not so much as a workout as what that Model 54 were, I'll say that much. Bottom right. I'm quite impressed with this, you know. But then, there's nothing not to be impressed with. When you see them up close and you see the actual quality of the build on them, yeah, you get what you pay for with these. Bottom right still. And obviously any of you that have got them, let us know in the comments what sort of pellets you find work. It's one of them, you've got to check which pellets do what. You've got to give them a good chance. Top right. Also, to be honest with you, I've only done about a dozen shots through it before I've started filming this. Just to zero it up, and it's zeroed up easy enough. Still top right. As you can see, I'm shooting off a bag, because when I was shooting the Dyna Model 54, there were one or two comments about people getting better results off of a bag, which I'm aware of. But the 54's got the stud and it seems to be set up for it. Bottom left. Ooh. I do believe that was me. Didn't really have a strong grip on the thing. Bottom left again. That's more like it. It is a nice figure. Tiniest bit of creep at the front on the first bit. And it's the first time I've tried a record trigger. I have shot these before, so obviously I've used them, but not in this way. Bottom left still. It's pretty central to the 60mm splats, so I think I'd be more than comfortable with one of these, especially after you've been shooting it for a while and put some pellets through it and what have you, because this is virtually brand new, this gun. You know, we're only out of the shop for a few weeks, and the old boy hasn't really shot it a lot, like, so yeah, you can tell because it's pristine, there isn't a mark on it, all the bluing's perfect and everything on it. Top left. I'm going to try and take it further out in a minute. I know you have to be so aware of so much going on, even the position of the stock on the bag will make a difference. I think I might be getting behind now. So what's that? 420. I put 30 odd shots through it. That's how many shots I've had with it, and this is how quick I'm gelling with it. So for a Springer and me, that's pretty good going. Still top left. Yeah, definitely. Still top left. I'm quite happy with how I'm gelling with this. It's tightening up a treat. I reckon another hour or so I'll be getting very nice little 20mm groups on there, which is more than ample for taking a quarry humanely. I'm going to have a go at that bull on the bottom left. Let's see what happens. Another go at that. Ooh. Oh, I'm losing strength in my arm. Neck and shoulders from motorbikes. Still bottom left. Yeah. So inside 40 shots, I've gelled with it to that degree. That's at 25 metres. So that's pretty damn impressive. The diner, I shot it for quite a while. Still bottom left. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, is there? Lovely. Right, let's take it further out. See how we're going on. See you tomorrow. Right, decided on 40 metres. Nearly said 400 metres then. Nah, 40 metres. Someone's turned up as well. Looks like he's lost his hat. So, I tried at 50. I can't do it justice. So, out at 40, I'm kind of doing alright, which I'm quite happy about, because he does deserve it, even though it's 2-2. 177 obviously is going to be more accurate, isn't it? You know, but 2-2, he's getting it first. Told you he were. Poor little Mario. Yeah, he's only about he's about a third of the size of a rabbit's head. So at 40 metres I don't think there's going to be any issues at all. I'll go for the centre. I'll do my best for you. There's so much is crucial with this Springer as well, like even the positioning of your hand every time. Still the bottom right, centre, sorry. I'm still using the RS lights, the jumbos. We'll probably get a change in results if I go a little bit heavier. I know they use them heavier over the water, but then their basic ones are over 13 foot-pound. Still the centre. I think I've got a bit of an eyeline issue going on here. Typical. That's what happens when you're half blind. I shoot offhand, but I can't be arsed. I do alright like this. Still the centre. Still the centre. Still the centre. Okay. Line line again. But no matter which, it's pretty much starting to stack. No complaints from me there. Bottom left. Going as fast as I can. Bottom left still. Now then. That at 40 metres. And they're getting there pretty quick as well with these RS Diablos, the jumbos, by JSP. A bit quicker than an 1889. Still bottom left. You soon get used to the auto safety as well. Top left. Do some, I quite fancy one of these. Top left. Look at that. I think I'd be more tempted to go for the synthetic though. Or do they call it the tactical or something? I'm not sure. But I know it's synthetic. Because then I won't like to hurt this stock if I dropped it in the field. Top left. Losing a bit of light out there by the looks. But it's not an issue. Top right. Oh, that would be that. Holding it right. So still top right. That's more like it, I'd hold it better. Top right. There you go. Still top right. Now then, look at that. Getting clovers with a 2-2 at 40 metres with a Springer. It's unheard of with me, other than one that's dedicated more to target shooting. Yeah, bottom right. Bottom right still. I'm getting there slowly. I've gelled with it pretty quick. I mean, this is going to be about heading up for 60 pellets I've put through this now. Still bottom right. Wow, what a gun. Totally understand why people go crackers for them, and yes, I've shot them before, and I've shot the gas ram as well, which I weren't impressed with, to be honest with you, compared to these. And obviously the 100 PCPs, they're an excellent gun. Still bottom right. Well, if I can shoot like this, and I'm not a Springer shooter, just think how are you going to get on? You know, obviously it is a second-hand gun, but it's not affecting it at all. Still bottom right. I'm going to go for the top right again. See what happens there. Because obviously the barrel's starting to lead in. At this point, it's getting used to these pellets. Top right. Change the point of aim. Still top right. Look at that. Just a little bit of a rise. And I'm going like that with my eye line. It's not the gun. Never is the gun. It's all down to operator error. Only time it's the gun is if it's crap. So let's have a go at the bottom right again. See what happens there. Yeah, I've done it to myself again. But other than that, that's been shooting lovely. And that's definitely me getting a bit tired now. Right, that was that. 40 metres. Blooming marvellous, to be honest with you. Well impressed. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe please. It does help us out. Yeah, what a gun. Lovely gun. See you soon. Cheers.